heroes welcome.
Leave him alone!
Don't.
What?
Whatever. Let's go.
Word to the wise. Stay far away from that asshole.
Now where'd our buddies in black get to?
The hell I did? Get it yourself. With what money shit raise?
Ain't had no honest work since then.
Not a day goes by I don't wonder. Would my husband still be?
A customer.
And all we gotta do is tighten the screws.
Don't tell me. Get-rich-quick scheme blow up in your face again? Try to sell out another town, huh?
Don't let him talk to you like that.
I can take it.
Been out of work for ages. Wonder why.
I wouldn't Hurry it up, would ya? Thanks.
So much for that reactor and a steady paycheck.
I trust you ain't just window shopping. Bye.
Somehow, just looking.
Been out of work for ages. Wonder...
Sorry! I'm sorry! I promise I'll do it! Next time, just don't hit me!
How dare you show your face
Boss
here?
ain't here.
Get the hell out of here.
You sure you're okay with this?
Yeah.
She your new wife? Well, good for you. Glad someone got their happy ending.
Sorry, Tifa. Just ignore him.
This place is nothing like it was.
Was it something I said?
Neither are we.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
Do us a favor and scram.
This place is nothing like it was. And neither are we.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Look, I'm just
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
Do us a favor and scram.
what? Was it something I said?
This place is nothing like it was.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Look, I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
Can't leave.
Do us a favor and scram.
What?
This place is nothing like it was. And neither are we.
Look, I'm just saying what everyone is
Do us a favor and scram. Hope you're not sticking around.
Was it something I said?
This place is nothing like it was. And neither are we.
Do us a favor and
Look,
scram.
I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
Hope you're not sticking around.
What? Was it something I said?
This place is nothing like it was. And neither are we.
Do us a favor and scram.
Look, I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
Hope you're not sticking around.
What? Was it something I said?
Do us a
This
favor.
place is nothing like it was. And neither
Look,
are we.
I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
What? Was it something I said?
Do us a favor and scram.
This place is
You not see this fat ass sword on my back and this nigga with a big strap?
Do you mind if I pop in for a minute? There's someone I want to see. In 4 years. When I got hurt back in Nibelheim, they brought me to this clinic. The doctor here, Sharon, he's the one who saved my life.
You're telling me Doc Sharon's the one who fixed you up?
Makes me feel safe. Like he's still here with me.
Alright, whatever, let's do it. It's getting right here. What is that stuff? I want it.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Yeah, I hope you're not either, Falker. Smell like Forsey. Smell like the hot on. How about we get to that pussy? You stink, you stupid bitch.
It's no use.
What the fuck?
You're hungry. Been out of work for ages.
I understand. Believe me, I do. We'll get through it.
What? Was it something I said?
Yeah, you're an ugly hole. Okay, so materia. Let's see what I got. I guess not what I was thinking. Okay, item transmuter. Make. Only make one. I think I just gotta keep crafting to level up my craftsmanship before I can, you know.
Way too expensive.
I wouldn't.
So much for that reactor in it.
Well, it's just that I think I'm supposed to sell all my shit. Hold on.
Welcome.
Like these,
Thank you.
I wouldn't.
Been out of work for ages.
I don't know, I'll keep it in mind.
I was there.
Makes me feel safe.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
The hell's gotten into you, man?
What's going on? Barrett Wallace.
Dr. Sheeran. It's been a while.
Certainly has. That's one frightening looking appendage you got there. But hey, at least you still seem to have your health.
Yeah, and you too.
Oh, I'm feeling the miles, but the work keeps me trucking. I tell you what, though.
Do you remember me?
Well, of course I do, Tifa. It hasn't been that long. You heal up all right?
I did, yeah. I just wanted to drop by and say thank you. If it wasn't for you, I doubt I'd be standing here today.
Don't thank me. Thank Lady Luck. And Shinra for that helicopter.
I'm sorry, Shinra?
I know you might find it hard to believe, but not all the apples in that bunch are rotten. But seriously, you're living proof of the good in people. Don't ever forget that. It'd be a pity to let their kindness go to waste.
Yeah.
Besides, you need to set a good example for your friends here. Oh, right. Well, I gotcha. Mind helping me out? Need to draw that gentleman's blood. You think you can hold him still for me? At first, I thought it was just Mako poisoning. That is, until I ran some tests. The results were strange.
Strange how?
A substance turned up. One I've never seen before. Not sure what to make of it yet, but it did remind me of one I have seen. Your eyes. Soldier, right?
Soldier.
It's not a job, son. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Ah. I ask because I suspect there's soldiers in cellular degradation. Theory for now, and one I can't prove.
You see many of these guys come through?
Yeah, and then some. I do what I can for the injured ones, but leave the rest to stumble onto the saucer.
Why would they go there?
Shit, don't ask me. I think it's odd too. Ain't that something? The girl I saved coming back here with Barrett of all people. I'm sure there's some kind of cosmic significance to that, but hell if I know what it is.
So, Doc mentioned the gold saucer, right? As in the amusement park, where every day is a holiday? We're going. I mean, we have to.
Yuffie, this isn't a vacation.
Yeah. Weird mumbling guys, got it. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun.
Town's got a ropeway that'll take us straight there. It's not far. If we're doing this, let's just do it.
Get the fuck out of my way, Porter.
Oh, don't mind Rolf here. He's just a bit worked up is all. Wait, do you play Queen's Blood? Rolf gets really excited whenever he senses a skilled player nearby. You may find this hard to believe, but he's the world's only T9 competitor. And he's pretty good, too. He's saying he wants to go around with you. Well, you game? Aw, bummer.
Hey, someone shut that fucking dog up.
Take whatever beds are open.
Yeah, we'll spend the night. Fuck it.
Look who does.
Is that the mommy? And is that the baby?
Or she's so says you.
Darius, and I'm Dorian, representative of the piano. It is my duty to support those who liberate music from... I hope you will... Would you care to...
Get on that, Dorian. No fault.
Makes me feel
Ready? Then let's get a move on. This'll take us all the way to the salsa.
Hey, you can't let those assholes talk to you like that. We should go back and beat them up or something. Practically the whole damn town came out to crap on him. Someone tell me why I'm the only one who's pissed here.
I told you. I can take it.
Think you could at least tell us what it was all about? They were talking like you sold them out for money, but I know that isn't true. That's not you. So how'd they get it so wrong?
Where the hell is it?
This about her? About Marlene?
Start. First of all, Israel.
They also, in the Kabbalah and the Talmud, they are told to lie. They can lie. They take the Kelnitter oath every year, and they're like, well, these Jews, they also, in the Kabbalah and the Talmud, they are told to lie. They can lie. They take the Kelnitter oath every year, and they're absolved of any harm. And they're told to lie about anything that promotes them or makes them richer or whatever at the expense of other people. And they are horrific predators of their own Jewish people. They have no allegiance to any country they're born in. They are born Jews, and they supposedly did not want to assimilate, the Khazars did not want to assimilate with Russia and become Christians, or assimilate with the Middle East, which was being taken over by the Islamic religion. So supposedly, they joined this Kabbalah, Talmud, satanic practice into occultism. All of the top leadership of the Bolsheviks almost were Ashkenaz Jews from Brooklyn, and they were funded by the Rothschilds and the Schiffs. Well, the Talmud and the Kabbalah are satanic, perverted, Mesopotamian magic cults. And so these same people have very pure bloodlines. Their marriages are carefully planned. They live in huge, luxurious palaces in Venice, in Florence, in Rome, all over Italy. For instance, they set up Christianity. They set up the Vatican. They were the popes. And if you've ever noticed, the popes have that big domed hat with decorative elements on it. And that is from the pounded felt tradition of the Scythians and the Central Asians, the Iranian tribe. And it's because they want to control religion, because they control the people by controlling religion. So the elder Brandinis, the Chikis who run the Vatican Bank, all these families are all related. They've intermarried. The whole Habsburg Empire was set up and created by them. That was another breeding program. So there's a very long ancient history, and it's very relevant today because they're still in charge. They use religions to hide behind and conceal who they really are. But they're Zoroastrian Mithra worshippers. The Talmud and the Kabbalah are satanic, perverted, Mesopotamian magic cults. And so these same people have very pure bloodlines. Their marriages are carefully planned. They live in huge, luxurious palaces in Venice, in Florence, in Rome, all over Italy. For instance, they set up Christianity. They set up the Vatican. They were the popes. And if you've ever noticed, the popes have that big domed hat with decorative elements on it, and that is from the pounded felt tradition of the Scythians and the Central Asians, the Iranian tribe. And it's because they want to control religion because they control the people by controlling religion. So the Aldobrandinis, the Cheekis who run the Vatican Bank, all these families are all related. They've intermarried. The whole Habsburg Empire was set up and created by them. That was another breeding program. The Talmud and the Kabbalah are satanic, perverted, the Talmud and the Kabbalah are satanic, perverted, Mesopotamian magic cults. And so these same people.
There were 15 major theological religious movements in the world before Christianity that taught exactly the same identical story of a Messiah who came to the earth, who was born in a manger, who died on a cross, who had 12 apostles, who died with a crown of thorns. Are you aware that there were 15 major religions that had the same identical teachings of Christianity? Most people aren't. And I'm very suspect of a 16th religion, which is copied off of 15 previous religions, and I am told that this one is the truth. I become very suspect. Of course, God's son, S-U-N, the Egyptians said had an evil brother. He was the prince of darkness, and he came out at night to rule the world. When God's son died and went away, the world was in the hands of the prince of darkness, and his name was Seth, and he came out as son. The earth, who was born in a manger, who died on a cross, who had 12.
What were the 15 major religions that had the same message as the Bible but came before the Bible? What religious groups had a similar story like Jesus's, but were prior to Jesus and the Bible?
streets and cold. Decent folks, too. Rough around the edges, but big hearts. Salt of the earth. And I sold them all down the river. Took away their future and their hope. We were happy. Covered in soot and poor as dirt. But none of that mattered. We had friends and family, and that was enough. Till we learned about the miracle of Mako and all we've been missing out on. And then we just had to have a taste.
So now only Dine is opposed.
Damn right I am. We can't just abandon the mines. Not after our fathers and grandfathers risked their lives to maintain them.
I hear you, Dine. I do. But nobody sees any future in coal. So I ask you, why break our backs working harder and harder when we're taking home less year after year?
If I may, sir. Once the reactor is complete, a portion of the revenue will go to the town. Your community will be preserved, or enriched, I should say.
Listen, man. This is your chance to give your daughter a better life than what we had.
You think I haven't thought about that? Come on. Are we gonna let some city slickers tell us our coal is worthless? We gonna let them tell us we're worthless?
It would seem we've reached an impasse. In which case, any further discussion would be a waste of breath. So, Mr. Mayor, shall we put it to a vote?
Lucifer is Jesus in the Bible. Jesus, even Lucifer is Jesus in the Bible. Jesus even says it in himself. He says in Revelation 16, the last 22:16, the very last book of the Bible is Revelation. And the very last chapter in Revelation is the 22nd chapter. So go to the very last chapter, the very last book, and look up Revelation 22:16. And Jesus said, I, Jesus, I am the offspring of David, and I am Lucifer.
So the Christians are also worshiping the opposite than what they believe.
They're worshiping Lucifer.
The same that you said that the Jews are doing.
Yeah, exactly, and the Muslims too.
So the whole world is worshiping what? Something satanic?
Yeah, that's what I think. And I think that when I say satanic, I think the whole world and all the worship that's going on throughout the world is being led. We are all humans, and we're being led into this by higher powers in the universe. Lucifer is Jesus in the Bible. Jesus. Lucifer is Jesus. In the Bible. Jesus even says it in himself. He says in Revelation 16, the 22:16, the very last book of the 2:16. Lucifer was actually originally the planet Venus, and the ancient Lucifer was actually originally the planet Venus, and the ancient peoples of the Arabic world worshipped Venus. All the reference words will tell you that Venus's color, according to the ancient world, was green. That's why you have on all Islamic temples and flags, etc., there will always be the color green, because green was a color associated with Venus. All the ancient world we know viewed Venus as a crest. They would not see Venus as a planet, as a round planet. No. They always pictured in their drawings and in their writings and the hieroglyphics, they always pictured Venus as a lower crust. That's why you'll see today on the flags in the Islamic world, the crust and the star. So it's representing Venus itself. It's representing Venus. Venus and the star is Venus, but is representing Venus as a crest, not as a round planet. Lucifer was actually originally the planet Venus, and the ancient peoples of the Arabic world worshipped Venus. All the reference works will tell you that Venus's color, according to the ancient world, was green. That's why you have on all Islamic temples and flat.
It's just absolutely incredible that the American people don't understand that groups of men don't get together and meet in secret and take blood oaths, which say that they can be cut open and their heart ripped out of their body and their intestines scattered over the floor if they talk about the secrets. That's not a benevolent fraternity. That's a dangerous group of men. Strong men don't play games like that. They're serious. These men who are bringing about the New World Order don't believe in the God of the Bible. They believe in the God of light, Lucifer, the angel of light, who was flung down to the earth and became the Lord of the world. That's their God. You see, it's been infiltrated, and from within, they are eating at the heart of this nation like a cancer, this secret society. They are destroying it. They are subverting it. Our Constitution has not been allowed to work since 1945, and working behind the scenes to bring about a one-world totalitarian socialist government with the Communist Manifesto as its platform through the United Nations, which was created by this nation from an older organization called the League of Nations, which was the original foundation. And at the highest levels of our government, the Constitution's already been scrapped, and they are working under the aegis of the UN Participation Act and the United Nations Charter. It's just absolutely incredible.
Over time and time again on these things as you're trying to get the word out. That you're a pretty aware person, as far as that. But you just like go, well, I'm trying to get the word out. Maybe I'll get screwed. Maybe I won't. But I'm just going to go for it anyway. So your attitude.
Or what? Well, it's been my attitude. Now my attitude is. I just don't want that to happen anymore. I'm very reluctant to believe what anybody tells me anymore.
But if you developed an intuitive sense, perhaps, I mean, you know how that can do. It can start shutting you down from certain experiences or certain places where you might need to be.
Yeah, that's true. And to a certain extent, I have an intuitive sense of where somebody's coming from, but it doesn't always work. That's what makes a con man a good con man, is that you get the perception that they're telling you the truth. So some of them are really good at it. That's
Yeah, you want to wipe your face or anything? Yeah, okay. 1970, where a certain aspect of that military service kicked upstairs, so you were able to see certain things that you were not able to see beforehand. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
It actually started much longer in my past than that. I was raised in a military family. My father, an Air Force colonel, was retired now. He was a command pilot. And as a child, I remember the pilots sitting around the kitchen table talking about their exploits in the cockpit and what they had seen in the skies. And some of that talk involved UFOs and what some of them called Foo Fighters. And I traveled all over the world, lived on military bases for most of my life. I was really an indoctrinated individual. I say I was as establishment as you could get, as gung-ho, pro-government, pro-America, pro-military. And that's why I went into the military, because that had been so much of my life. I went into the Air Force. I was in the Strategic Air Command for 4 years. Aircraft and missile hydraulic technician, which is I worked on on my first atomic bomb. I mean, we worked around these. But while I was in the Air Force, I met sergeants who were older than me and had been in the Air Force for quite a while. Told me that they had participated in projects that had recovered crashed extraterrestrial craft, what you call UFOs. And they never told these stories unless they had quite a bit to drink. So I never really believed it. I thought, well, these guys are running a scam on me, even though I'd heard about these things when I was a kid. I just still didn't believe it. It's just so far out in left field. It's not something that you really give any serious thought to until something personal happens, which came later. When I left the Air Force, I went into the Navy, which is really where I wanted to be in the first place. I'd always had this tremendous feeling and connection with the ocean. I was an excellent swimmer, but I had a problem as a child. I had motion sickness. section, and then 3 domes on the deck with triangulating targets using sonar. And this was really one of the most up-to-date electronically submarines that we had. It wasn't a nuclear submarine, but as far as the ability to approach, get close to a target, and destroy it, it had a better capacity to do that than any other boat that we had. While we were on a transit from the Portland, Seattle area on the surface, I actually saw, I was at Port Lookout, and I saw the most incredible thing that I think I've ever seen in my life. And it had such a profound effect upon my view of the universe and the world that we live in that I wish everybody could experience this. I saw come up out of the ocean, from beneath the surface of the sea, a huge disc-shaped craft about the size of a Midway-class aircraft carrier, which is tremendous in size. Even though that's one of our smallest carriers that we've in, it's still a huge, tremendously big object. Came up out of the ocean and rose into the air and tumbled on its axis and went up into the clouds, and I was awestruck, dumbstruck. And I was dumbstruck, literally. I could not utter a sound. And my first impulse was to tell the officer on the deck that I'd seen a flying saucer. And luckily for me, I couldn't talk. Because on second thought, that's not what I really wanted to say. Because I didn't want to be the only Looney Tunes character on a submarine with a tight-knit crew that you had to live close quarters with. Because that's a hell of a way to live. So I told the officer that I'd seen something about 15 degrees off the port bow at a relative distance of about 2.5 nautical miles. And he began to look in that area. And the starboard lookout had heard me tell him this, and he began to look over there. And while we were all three watching, he was the same craft, or another one exactly like it, came down out of the clouds, tumbled again on its, why it did this maneuver, I don't know, but every single time it did it. It's like it came down in this attitude, and then it flipped over, and then entered the water. And the water just appeared to open up in front of it. It's just like the account in the Bible about the parting of the Red Sea. That's exactly what happened. The sea actually parted, and this thing went into the water and then closed up behind it. And this big spray went up into the air. But it wasn't a spray from the craft hitting the water. It was a spray from the water coming back in to fill up this hole that had been created. And again, I'm thinking this is incredible. What are we looking at here? And it was metal. It was a machine. It wasn't glowing or anything like that. It didn't have any lights on it that we could see. But it was obviously metal, and it was obviously a machine. And although I can't tell you that there was anyone inside of it, I believe that there was. And it did something that as far as I knew, was absolutely impossible. I'd been in the Air Force. I'd worked on the state-of-the-art of our aviation capabilities. And here I was on the deck of a submarine in the conning tower. And I knew what we had to be able to have to go underwater. And I knew the two were incompatible. Here's something that came from under the water and flew in the air and performed maneuvers, and then came back down and interfaced with the water at tremendous speed and remained intact. Which realistically, it never touched the water. The water sort of magically opened up in front of it. Something had to interface with that water. Anything that we had that interfaced with the water in that manner would have been disintegrated. It's like hitting a brick wall. So I was looking at a technology that, as far as our laws of physics and what we knew at that time, didn't exist. This was 1966. Ensign Ball was as shocked as I was. He called the captain to the bridge, who came up with the chief quartermaster and brought a camera. And we all stood there and watched this occur over and over again for about 10 minutes. And I still, to this day, don't know if it was the same craft or a whole bunch of different craft going in and out of the water. But it seemed like that there was a hell of a lot of traffic on that freeway right there. And we were watching it as we went by. We never changed course. We never lowered or increased our speed. with anyone, not even amongst ourselves, which was incredible. I never had been told anything like that in my life. You know, you can't talk about something. And to be told that we couldn't even talk about it amongst ourselves was more extraordinary, I thought. But we didn't. We didn't talk about it. When we got to Pearl Harbor, all the time, the chief quartermaster was taking pictures. And so I know photographs were made. What happened to those photographs, I have no idea. But when we reached Pearl Harbor, we were not allowed to go ashore to go on liberty, even though we didn't have the duty. And about 2 hours after we were at the submarine base, the commander of the Office of Naval Intelligence came on board and debriefed each one of us individually in the captain's stateroom. And the ultimate outcome of the debriefing was that we didn't see anything, we didn't hear anything, and we had to read rules and regulations that told us that if we ever talked about what it was that we didn't see, that we could be in prison, we could be fined $10,000, we could lose all pay and allowances to whoever funded. And I learned at that point that I didn't want anybody to know about what he saw, and that severe consequences could come down around the neck of anybody who did. And that was when I understood fully that, yeah, there's a real cover-up. These things do exist, number one, and at least the United States Navy doesn't want anybody to know about it. And there's penalties for anybody who bucks that.
Moving forward a few years from 1966, I believe you gained a special security clearance that revealed to you certain documents, or were revealed to you, or that you saw relating to this very cover-up.
To this and many other things. I was eventually trained by Naval Security and Intelligence, and I was given a secondary NEC, which is Naval Enlisted Code, which was 9545, which is Internal Security Specialist. And an Internal Security Specialist is someone who protects classified information, protects areas, so to speak. And I had a specialty, which I was trained in, which was Pacific Area Intelligence briefings. And I was eventually assigned to the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Pacific Fleet, who was Admiral Bernard Clary at that time, and served as a member of his intelligence briefing team. And basically all that means, we really had a wonderful job. You come in about 4 o'clock in the morning, and you go through all the message traffic and everything. And what you do is what we did was that we prepared an updated briefing on everything that was happening in his half of the world, which he commanded the naval forces and marine forces, as a matter of fact. And put all this together in a briefing where we would update him on ongoing operations, brief him about operations that were scheduled to begin, political situations, deployment of Soviet forces, naval forces, everything. And after the briefing was finished, between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning, then we were done. You know, we were finished. So it was what you call fat cat duty or geet up duty in the Navy. It's got all different kinds of names. It's just really a job. Now, to be able to function in this job, I had to have a security clearance, which gave me access to the information that I had to need to know to help prepare these briefings. And when I first was assigned to the command, I was attached to the OPSSTAT office under Lieutenant Commander Mercado, which was operational status reporting. And while I waited for my security clearance, and it took 6 months to get it. What I eventually ended up with was a top secret Q clearance with an SCI attachment, which means sensitive compartmentalized information.
Hey. He's getting his roof fixed, so he can't help me for like 2 weeks. He's getting his roof fixed, and so he can't help me for like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. His house, they replacing the roof?
guess. Well, he said a week or so, and so I'm like,
Oh, okay. Did you hear back from the other guy?
not yet, no. So you didn't eat? What did you say?
No, I didn't say nothing. I just brought it on the phone. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Justin was saying that. Well, I was just talking to him about where I should go to DoorDash and Instacart, and really the best area is like like Carrollton, Plano. It seems obvious, but it really is. Like I'm sitting here looking at DoorDash, and I can just see that literally all day. It's super busy. Uh, which I used to work out there. People out there they got good jobs, and yeah, if they're ordering, they're probably getting something good. And that's how they pay you. So once I get this oil situation figured out, I can start like just going out there all day and working because Instacart. I mean, yeah, Justin's saying Instacart can pay pretty good. I told him like really. Once I get caught up, all I gotta do is make like $100 a day. He's like, oh no, you can do that in a couple hours. Yeah. For a refi? Like, did they accidentally like not know it was a cash out? Yeah, I would be calling them and telling them, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me for paper. That's a large packet. Wouldn't even want. Oh, yeah, no hesitation. Yeah. But whatever happened to my engine from getting under the car, it doesn't look like she really like if she hit a bump or anything, it doesn't look like she hit anything super hard to where it's like this huge crack is coming through. It just looks like no, it's like right where the pedals are for your feet. That's where the filter is under the car. So it's more towards like.
Yeah, she might have went off the driveway crooked.
Yeah, exactly. So it might have just knocked something out of place, but it doesn't look like a lot of things that cause oil leaks. People hit a pothole, and that'll really mess you up. Like that could like literally break the metal, like crack the metal, but it doesn't look dented or anything. It just looks like well, we don't know. It looks like it could just be for some reason like it wasn't put in there right or good, and so he's just gonna have to adjust. But just because of where it is, it's literally impossible to see. Like he's gonna have to have the car lifted up, but what he's assuming it's gonna be is what he's figuring it out now. So at least he can when I drop it off, he can just go do it. But I mean, more than likely tomorrow we'll see. We'll see. Oh, yeah, he's saying that he could get it done in a day, which is good. Seemed pretty quick to get it up on that thing. Uh, so I'm just trying to get that good so I can just not be worried about my oil all day while I'm out here trying to work because that is actually really time consuming and potentially problematic. I don't really want to drive it if then I I have enough oil and I don't have enough oil and mess up the car way more than what I could just fix it for right quick. Hello? Yeah. Cause she said there was an oil leak. I mean, yeah, this is coming out really quick. I mean, it's just like, what the heck? But we'll see. So likely tomorrow he'll be I'll be dropping the car off with him. So I'll let you know.
Well, I don't know why you wait until tomorrow. You know he's gonna fix it. Why wouldn't you take it up there like now? So he can fix it first thing in the morning if it's there. That's it to wait. If you know you got to let him fix it. What are you waiting for?
The price. I want to know the price and what he's saying, and then see if I can find it cheaper. Be like, no, dude, we're not doing that. You know how many freaking estimates I've seen in my life? I didn't even know what you're talking about. You ain't finna just throw stuff, throw numbers at me.
I mean, you should have taken it somewhere else now. I don't know what you're waiting. Even if you're waiting for his price, you could take it a couple more places and get prices.
I don't want to keep driving this car. I think you missed one.
Okay, but you're saying waiting makes no sense. Okay, but I mean,
He's looking into it. He's gonna fix it. He's planning on getting the prices. He's gonna tell me I'm gonna drop it off. And going other places, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna look at it, tell me maybe the price right then, but they're gonna have to get the parts.
I used to have another mechanic, and he works out of a storage place on 360 520, but I can't find his number. But he was good too. I was using him until I met Robert. I don't have his number. I don't have all my numbers. I know. I think I seen him that Dietrich had used him too. I grew up watching Jack. He has some numbers still.
Yeah, cause once I'm gonna get this fixed and go turn around, and cause I want to work out there in like North Richland Hills. I mean North Richland Hills, Plano, that area. Wake up, go out there.
North Richland Hills, right up the road. That's where I'm going right now.
No, I meant Carrollton, Plano area. Yeah, Irving. Just sit over there all day and work out there, cause look, these people. I just sat in Arlington and had DoorDash active, and no, they're like $5 5 miles. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, no, no. I'm literally.
She thought she was making $30 an hour. Most right around here. I met her at. I went over on Carrier to get the chicken, and there was a bunch of people coming in picking up orders on DoorDash. So I started talking to the black girl, and she told me, yeah, she does it all the time.
$150. Right. So yeah, Instacart is less driving, but it's more time consuming because you might just get an order. But it pays more. You can get like 20. Amazon, Amazon. Yeah. Mhm. No, I just looked right now. It says you just have to have. It doesn't even say a year on the car. Just have to have a mid-size to large vehicle and be 21 or older. Uh, I'm gonna go. I need to go get my license taken care of. I'm just gonna figure that out. Because it's technically not valid. That would be a reason for them to say no. Yeah. Let me see who Justin did Amazon Flex with. Yeah. Yeah, because he told me about that. Amazon Flex, and I think he said DoorDash has something like that too. Let me see. I don't see it, but um, how does this work? Yeah, I thought Justin said that DoorDash had something similar to that, but I can't find it. To Amazon Flex, but it's with DoorDash, but I don't know what it is. Amazon Flex. That seems pretty easy. Oh, okay. Where is that? Oh, it looks like they're coming to put more parking at the front of the building. Cause yeah, I'm sure that looks pretty sloppy. New people come, trying to rent here, and immediately you see that there's no parking. They're like, oh god.
Yeah, there's no visitor parking. That's crazy right there.
Zero. All visitors will be parking outside of the gate.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Now I don't know if people do what you're doing, like where you let me park in front of your garage. That seems kind of sketch. Because at the end of the day, they were still just rolling by, scanning plates, and
Yeah, but in front of your garage here is not enforceable. I mean, if you got space. Now, some of the garages don't have enough space for you to park a car in front of, because it's real shallow. But like mine is deep, so you can park a car in front of it, and they don't enforce that unless the owner of the garage calls and complains. Right. But then some of them are shallow, and so they don't have room for a car in front of it. It'll be sticking out in the over the fire lane.
yeah. All of ours here have that.
Yours are short.
No, they're big. No, you can fit two cars for sure. In all of them. If you own a garage, you can. Except even the ones that are like in the center, the detached but still enclosed garages, they have enough for you to have a space outside of it. So if you get a garage here, you got two spots.
You got two spots, and you got visitor parking.
Yeah.
Well, at least you should, because you can put your visitor in your.
Yeah, it's something like $250 for the garage. I better be able to have anybody park there.
Now ours was $250, and they lowered it to $175 because they had a bunch of vacant ones.
Oh, I see. No, not here.
And then they try not to give it to me.
What? You already locked in on the 250? No, I'm not.
No, right. They wanted me to keep paying $250. But what happened was they emailed me and said, hey, garages are. They emailed everybody, and they said garages are now $175. Come to the office if you want the new lower price. You know how fast I was down there? And then they tried to tell me, oh no, that's for people who don't have a garage. I'm like, no, you emailed me. So then they tried to tell me no, and I called corporate office. I called everybody. I kept calling for like 2-3 weeks. And finally they told me, well, the only way you can get the new price is if you move to one of the other vacant garages. Which was literally, I didn't have no stuff in my garage. Right? Just a few little boxes. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So then I switched over. So that's why I switched from the left side of the walkway to the right side. Because those people were just moving out. And I was like, I'll take that one. Which made it the door closer to my door anyway.
These people need to invest in parking garages, I swear.
Right. Well, that's the city. The city messed up letting them build these buildings without parking structures.
Are you in Grand Prairie?
I'm in Grand Prairie.
Oh, that's why. Arlington has really strict laws on parking, which actually make it like it overdoes it in most areas. Okay, because like a business has to have, but depending on the size of the building of the business, it has to. They have like a set amount of employees that are likely to be in there, and according to that number, you have to have a parking spot for each of those employees. So a strip mall has to have like a ridiculous amount of parking. That's why when you just drive around, especially Cooper, it is just parking spots. And then once you get to like by the stadium, it seems like, oh, I'm by the stadium, that's why there's all this parking. No, that it is more of a reason that they have more parking by the stadium, because they have to not only accommodate you, have space for all the stadium, but also not take up space for these businesses to still hit all those requirements. Because no one can park at the stadium. So, you know what I mean? So, before that was probably, I don't know what it was. It was probably, well, it was another stadium, but it could have just been another parking lot people used to just park at. And then they put way too much in the city. Arlington has way too much stuff in it. I don't know what that is. Like, I was just driving around there today, and I'm like, what the heck? I didn't even realize how much this is like a city with no skyscrapers. Literally, that is the only difference in like a major city. Right. can't, you know what I mean? Like, every 2 stops and I'll have to basically refill. Alright, it seems like, as much as coming out, that seems reasonable. Or am I tripping? I don't know. I really don't. I just don't want to blow my engine. So, and doing orders is actually a ton of miles. I can do 100 miles in one day easily. Over 100 miles in one day. So. All right. 6 o'clock signing? That's insane. What? All right. Ugh.